and comfort in its pages. But as he read, his pallid cheek flushed with angry feverish carmine, and his short heart breathing grew shorter and harder. Yet the letter expressed only tenderness. In tenderest words his betrothed reminded him of past wrongdoing and urged him upon the duty of atonement. If this girl whom he had so passionately loved a little while ago was from society's standpoint unworthy to be his wife, it was he who had made her unworthiness. He alone could redeem her from absolute shame and disgrace. "All the world knows that you wronged her. Let all the world know that you are glad to make such poor amends as may be made for that wrong," wrote Christabel. "I forgive you all the sorrow you have brought upon me. It was in a great measure my own fault. I was too eager to link my life with yours. I almost thrust myself upon you. I will revere and honour you all the days of my life, if you will do right in this hard crisis of our fate. Knowing what I know, I could never be happy as your wife. My soul would be wrung with jealous fears. I should never feel secure of your love. My life would be one long torment. It is with this conviction that I tell you our engagement is ended, Angus, loving you with all my heart. I have not come hurriedly to this resolution. It is not of anybody's prompting. I have prayed to my God for guidance. I have questioned my own heart, and I believe that I have decided wisely and well. And so, farewell, dear love. May God and your conscience inspire you to do right. Your ever constant friend, Christabel Courtenay." Angus Hamleigh's first impulse was anger. Then came a softer feeling, and he saw all the nobleness of the womanly instinct that had prompted this letter — a good woman's profound pity for a fallen sister — an innocent woman's readiness to see only the poetical aspect of a guilty love — an unselfish woman's desire that right should be done at any cost to herself. " God bless her," he murmured, and kissed the letter before he laid it under his pillow. His next thought was to telegraph immediately to Christabel. He asked his nurse to bring him a telegraph form and a pencil, and with a shaking hand began to write. " No, 1,000 times no. I owe no allegiance to any one but to you. There can be no question of broken faith with the person of whom you write. I hold you to your promise." Scarcely had his feeble fingers scrawled the lines than he tore up the paper. " I will see the doctor first," he thought. " Am I a man to claim the fulfilment of a bright girl's promise of marriage ? No, I'll get the doctor's verdict before I send her word." When the old family practitioner had finished his soundings and questionings, Angus asked him to stop for a few minutes longer. " You say I'm better this afternoon, and that you'll get me over this bout," he said, " and I believe you. But I want you to go a little further and tell me what you think of my case from a general point of view." " Humph," muttered the doctor. " It isn't easy to say what proportion of your symptoms may be temporary, and what permanent. But ye've a very shabby pair of lungs at this present writing. What's your family history ?"" My father died of consumption at 30. " Humph. Any other relative ?"" My aunt, a girl of 19. My father's mother, at 27. " Dear, dear, that's no very lively retrospect. Is this your first attack of haemorrhage ?"" Not by 3 or 4." The good old doctor shook his head. " Ye'll need to take extreme care of yourself," he said, " and you'll no be for spending much of your life in these country. Ye might do very weel in September and October at Rothsay or in the Isle of Arran, but I recommend ye to winter in the south." " Do you think I shall be a long lived man ?"" My dear sir, that'll depend on care and circumstances beyond human foresight. I couldn't conscientiously recommend your life to an insurance office." " Do you think that a man in my condition is justified in marrying ?"" Do ye want a plain answer ?"" The plainest that you can give me." " Then I tell you frankly that I think the marriage of a man with a marked consumptive tendency like yours is a crime — a crying sin, which is inexcusable in the face of modern science and modern enlightenment, and our advanced knowledge of the mainsprings of life and death. What, sir, can it be less than a crime to bring into this world children burdened with an hereditary curse, destined to a heritage of weakness and pain — bright young minds fettered by diseased bodies, born to perish untimely ? Mr. Hamleigh, did you ever read a book called Ecce Homo ?"" Yes, it is a book of books. I know it by heart.